Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Detox Divas. It is truly my favorite day of the week because I love to share this kind of information with you. So, first off, I'm glad you're here. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, and get comfortable because we're going to have some fun tonight. Tonight, we're going to be answering a question that kind of changes how you look at your whole body and why your liver is the first thing you should really cleanse and not the last. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a date attached. So if you have not heard, we do have July 28th set for the start date of our 3-day liver cleanse. And we'll be going over liver type stuff here for the next couple of weeks. We've got a testimony call coming up for people that have been through the liver cleanse. And for me personally, my sobriety journey began 3.5 years ago with a liver cleanse. I had failed 4 times at going through a 3-day liver cleanse because I could not give up the alcohol. And I finally made the decision that it was time. And ever since then, the blessings have just been so incredibly abundant. My body feels amazing. My mind is great. It's just been an amazing journey. So I just thank people for not giving up on me when I couldn't do those cleanses by myself. So, for anyone that's new here, I'm Coach Tina, and I get to walk alongside this community every single week. My whole thing is root cause healing, terrain health. When you keep that terrain healthy and happy, diseases and different things have a really hard time surviving or taking hold. And so I'm not here to hand you a quick fix because I don't do quick fixes. There's no quick fixes when your health is at in any sort of danger. We want to make sure that we take care of the root cause, we trace it back, we talk about ways to step forward into optimal health, and that's what the Detox Divas each week is all about. Before we get into the training tonight, here's a couple ladies that I've got to introduce you to. Uh, Paula Scarcella is, it spelled it out for me. Oh, geez. I ran my slides and my notes through chat and they spelled out words that it thought I might have trouble pronouncing. Is that not hilarious? Anyway, she is the visionary and the founder behind everything that we do here. Paula started out in the industry with she had a really rough start in life, and network marketing, direct sales made a huge impact in her life. And there were a lot of things in the industry that she wasn't real fond of. So she became very successful in the industry and started her own company based on principles that she loves about the industry. But to take it even a step further, she partnered with Alexandria Brighton, and both of them are extremely passionate about purity and potency. Alexandra herself has over 30 years of aromatherapy experience. She's a master botanical formulator whose work has shaped these products, all 300, 400 products that we have in our product line, for more than 3 decades. And that matters to me because people trust me for advice or just to talk about their health and what's worked for me and what's worked for some of my clients. And I want to make sure that the products that I am giving them or suggesting that's going to help support their body is something that I would put in my body. There's never any synthetics. There's no fillers. There's no chemicals. It is all whole plant, pure potency around here. So that's one of the reasons that I am so comfortable doing these calls and putting my own reputation out on the line, because I know that I have these two women backing me up at the corporate level. So, quick and honest note here, I'm not a doctor. Never pretended to be one. I'm just very passionate about research. So this little housekeeping is just to protect the company. Everything I share tonight is for educational purposes, not intended as medical advice. The statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and nothing here is meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. You, my friend, you know your body and your life best. So always check with your own qualified provider before you start any cleanse or supplement, especially if you're pregnant, nursing, on medication, or managing any health condition. So let's dig in. So modern life, we talk about this quite a bit. The exposures that we get to toxins, mold, different things that our bodies get exposed to in modern life. And your liver was actually never diagnosed for a certain amount of work. And modern life hands it way too much, more than that, actually. It's just overburdened with everything that we're exposed to. So think about environmental pollutions in our air, our water, our household chemicals, the plastics, the pesticides. I went to the gas station one day and there were 3 pallets of bottled water sitting out in front of the gas station with the sun beating down on them. Now, think about what's going on with that bottled water right there, right? The sun is causing a chemical reaction with the heat from the sun is causing a chemical reaction with that plastic. That plastic is emitting pollutants, chemicals, toxic chemicals, cancer-causing chemicals into that bottle of water. And then they run out in the store, and what do? They run outside, grab a pallet, refill that, and chill it back up for you. So it's pretty scary. So we've got that going on. We have our chronic stress pouring through the cortisol, the medications, the alcohol, the sugar, the poor sleep, late nights, and even the invisible stuff. So every single day, your liver takes all of that in. Like we're completely bombarded with it. And it has to work around the clock just to keep up with the toxic pollutions that are within our bodies. Even if you're like me and detox quite frequently, it still takes a lot of work to get through what we're exposed to. So it is carrying a load that it was never meant to carry alone. So here is where it kind of gets personal, because when your liver and your bile flow and your detox pathways slow down, you are going to feel that. And this is where the brain fog comes in. This is where the trouble thinking clearly comes in. The low energy, no matter how much you rest. The waking up already tired. Who is that person? Are you that person? Do you wake up in the morning already tired? Put a 1 in the comments if you can relate to that one. Irritability and anxiousness, the bloating, the constipation, the dull skin, all of those are signs. The headaches, getting sick more easily. Who feels like they're sick all the time? Or do you know somebody that's constantly complaining of being sick all the time? I can think of 3 people right now, and they are not into holistic health. They're not into clean eating. They're not into cleaning up their environment. And all I can do is just sit back and wait for them to raise their hand, because I'm not going to force anybody on a journey they're not ready for. So most people are going to look at that list and they're going to think, well, that's just getting older. That's just my normal. My mom had this. My dad had this. This has been in my family for years. I need you to hear me, okay? Because that is not true. Those are not random symptoms, and they are not your identity. They are your signals. Your body is talking to you, and it's time for you to pause and take a look at what is going on inside your body and what you can do to pull yourself out of it. Okay. The one thing now, most of us, when we finally decide to do something, and if you're anything like me, you're going to go all in. And and we reach for like the hardest cleanse, because we think, well, I'm really, I've never cleansed in my life. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to get this cleanse. That is really not the way to do it. You've got more sweating, more laxatives, less food. We think if it's miserable, it must be working better. Okay. But here is the truth. You cannot punish your way clean. I'm going to say that again. You cannot punish your way clean. Some of those detoxes I hear that people do, it's like I just shake my head and I'm like, oh, please don't. Oh, please don't. And when you force that elimination of the toxins out of your body without opening up the exits first, you're going to strip the minerals from your body. That's going to make you even more susceptible to sickness. You are going to spike your stress, and you are actually going to pull toxins right back into your body. You end up exhausted and right back to where you started just right after your cleanse. Prepared cleansing is a completely different thing. It's going to open your exits. It's going to nourish what detoxes use up. It's going to calm that inflammation, and it moves the waste out so it does not recycle. That's one of the biggest things why people have such a hard time coming out of a detox or doing a detox, because those toxins are just circulating within the body. It doesn't have anywhere to go. It builds up in a certain area. You're going to start feeling really, really bad. So the goal is never to feel worse. The goal is to feel better and stay healthy. Okay. So, how about you? Are you somebody that eats clean, but yet you still feel stuck? So, let me talk to that friend in the room tonight. If that's you, raise your hand in the comments. I want to see who that person is. You're doing everything right. You eat clean, you drink your water, you take your supplements, and you still feel that off feeling, and you cannot figure out why. Well, here is what is happening with you. Your exits are not moving the waste. The waste has nowhere to go. So it gets reabsorbed right back into your bloodstream instead of leaving your body. And clean eating without clear exits is like washing your dishes with the drain clogged. You wouldn't do that, would you? You wouldn't put clean dishes or dirty dishes into a sink full of a clogged drain sink and then expect them to be clean when they come out. That's that type of detox or mentality when it comes to, well, I eat clean. It doesn't work that way. So you are doing the work, but the mess just keeps coming back. Your body is smart, and it's not. I just had this conversation the other day with a friend of mine. I told her, your body is not going to let go unless it feels safe enough to let it go. It's not going to fully let go if the exits are not clear. And that's exactly why you can do everything right and still feel like nothing is working. So our liver friend does not work alone, and the liver does a lot. It is the boss. It is the kingpin in your body of the detox protocol that your body naturally does. But like we said, it's hard to keep up with all of that, right? And so this detox is a team sport. And it takes a whole network, your liver, your gallbladder, your gut, your lymph, and your colon all working together, plus your daily habits. So people will say, well, I don't have a gallbladder. Well, then you need to pay extra special attention to your liver so that it does function correctly, because your gallbladder does play an important part to all of this. And if you're having gallbladder issues, your liver certainly needs some sort of focus point, and cleansing and nurturing and extra love from minerals and herbs and stuff that are going to keep that liver healthy and functioning correctly. Because if that gallbladder is not there, or if the gallbladder is having issue, that means that it's not functioning correctly with the liver, and your liver's the starting point for all of that. So if any one part of this is backed up, if any part of this pathway is sluggish, waste is going to back up, your body pays the price. So we're never just clearing one organ. When we do this liver cleanse, we are supporting the whole pathway. And when every one of these players that you see up there, the bile flow, the colon, the skin, the lungs, the kidneys, the lymphatic system, the methylation system, and the gut health, when all of those players are all on the soccer field playing together, detox gets a lot easier, and it actually works. So we're going to start with the bile. That is your garbage truck. Okay. This is the piece that almost nobody explains to you. And this is the one that you're not going to forget after this. Okay. So your liver makes the bile, and bile is the carryout truck, the garbage truck. And your liver grabs waste, toxins, and used up hormones, especially fat soluble ones, and it loads them into the bile. And then that bile is going to travel through your bile ducts into your gallbladder where it's stored. And then when you eat, your gallbladder is going to release that bile into your small intestine. And that bile wraps up those toxins, carries them out into your stool, and that's the exit. That's how that gets out. And that's how your body physically gets these toxins out. So if the bile is not flowing, the truck never leaves the driveway. Okay, we got to make sure that liver bile is moving. Now, when that bile gets thick and when it gets slow, even when your liver is working hard, sluggish bile creates that backup. That waste cannot get out. So it's reabsorbed right back into your body. And over time, the symptoms are going to pile up. And here's the shift that I want you to make with me tonight. This is not a liver problem. This is an exit problem. Okay. We're not having liver issues. We're having exit issues. Clear flow and a clear exit. And that's how your body gets rid of what it does not need. And so when that gets backed up, it's going to put more stress on your liver and it's going to keep your symptoms stuck. We don't want that, because what happens when you have too many toxins floating through your system? Starts turning your body against itself. You start having these bad cells happen that can multiply, that can grow tumors and move to other parts of the body. That's how important this liver detox is. So the loop, this is what keeps people frustrated. And this is why so many people, like, they just resolve to the fact that this is who I am. This is how my body works. And so follow this here with me. Your liver does its job and it processes those toxins, right? And the bile flow, thick or sluggish bile, it's not going to move. So that's going to get reabsorbed back into that bloodstream. That recirculating waste causes more inflammation, more symptoms, more fatigue, more brain fog, and then you're going to feel worse. And you think you just need to try harder. Friend, you don't need to try harder. You just need to break that loop. You need to take some scissors and just cut one of those links. And breaking that loop is exactly what a good cleanse is built to do. So this is why that liver comes first. He's the strongest detox part of our body. He's the boss, or she, whatever you want to, you want to call her Lucille or Larry. I don't care. Give her a name, give her some love. But this is the answer to the question that we started with. This is why that liver comes first. Your liver is the master filter, your detox center, and your flow regulator all in one. It's the gatekeeper. It's going to filter those toxins. It's going to make the bile that carries the waste out. It keeps your lymph and hormones and digestion moving. It's going to protect that immune system, and it fuels your energy. And when it is sluggish, everything is going to back up. And when it's supported, everything works better. It's really as simple as that. A simple liver keeps you stuck. A supported liver sets you free. So when we do not start at the end of the line. We start at the source. That's root cause. Right? All of these other symptoms come on because our root cause, our liver, is struggling to keep up with the everyday toxins. And that's your liver. So your body needs that sequence. And it was never designed to detox in chaos. It needs a logical flow in order, so it's going to release and clear and then rebuild without getting overwhelmed, because we definitely don't want to overwhelm an already angry liver. And that is exactly why this cleanse follows a simple and powerful sequence, and why it's only 3 words: prepare, activate, and renew. First, we're going to prepare and nourish and support your liver so it can do its job. Then we're going to activate and open up the bile flow and encourage that healthy movement. And then we renew and replenish your minerals, soothe the system, and restore your balance. And when you follow the sequence, your body finally gets to release what it was designed to do. Your liver is going to be able to function correctly. The brain fog's going to be gone. And I guarantee you, after doing this liver cleanse, you are going to feel some benefits. And if you don't, we do have a 60-day money back guarantee, but we'll get to that in just a second. So this is a gentle 3-day reset, but I have heard from professional detoxers that have gone through this detox protocol with me. And I say professional detoxers because people will come to me and like, well, I've done every detox on the planet. Well, you haven't done this one yet. And when they get done, they're like, wow, that is powerful. But you also ask the people that have done the cleanse before, and I know I have several people that have done this detox with me before. When you do this liver cleanse, people that have done this that have not done full detoxing before, their benefits are even more wild because they finally get to feel what it feels like to have that clean inside your body. So with this, we got the gentle support. We're going to open the flow. We're going to protect and calm. We're going to reset with purpose and intention, and then you're going to feel that difference. And so think of this as your invitation to reset and to renew and to create some real space for healing within your body. So let me get to now exactly what is inside of this. Where's my, here we go. So first we're going to start out with, this is a fairly newer product. This has been around maybe a year and a half. This was never really a part of the liver cleanse kit before, but I'm so incredibly grateful it is. Just look at those key ingredients in there. You've got your milk thistle, which is going to support the liver cell health and regeneration. You've got barberry bark in there, which is going to support healthy liver function and bile flow. You have burdock root. I have 3 huge burdock roots growing out in my yard. I'm so excited. I need to talk to Nancy and find out how to harvest them. Then we have lupurium in there, which is going to encourage the liver, the detoxification, and supports overall liver balance. It has fennel, ginger, and golden seal. So this is the way to open up and let your liver do its job. This is the food it needs to feel like it is Superwoman or Superman. And the liver support blend is going to help gently open up that bile flow so your liver can release what's holding and move it out efficiently. So it's going to support that liver function. It's going to promote that natural detox pathways. It's going to encourage that smooth digestion. And when the bile flows, your detox can start. This right here is my favorite number 2 product. It still hurts me a little bit to say that, but my goodness, ever since we got Cocoa Blue, it is Fulvic has turned into my number 2 favorite product. And that is really hard for me to say still. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Can I do it tied for first place? Is that legal in the supplement world? Can I say that I have 2 first place products? Anyway, let's get to it here. So this is your second piece, and it actually is multifaceted for your detox protocol. So this is the activate step. This is the one that people skip when they wonder why they crashed. And so here's the thing. When you stimulate detox and you spend trace minerals and electrolytes fast when you do that, I don't know if you knew that or not, but you do. So fulvic minerals replaces exactly what's being depleted when you start your liver detox. And your body can actually absorb them actually at 65 times its weight right at the cellular level. So your cells are being fed while they're being detoxed. But the other cool thing about fulvic is it has its own detox properties. It's both a chelator and a binder. So it's going to snag on to those nasty chemicals that are floating around at the cellular level, inside the cells, outside the cells, wherever they're at in your body. It's going to bind to them and it's going to help them and show them the door. They're the party crashers that fulvic does not like. And so it takes them out and shows them the exit door. Those minerals are going to support your energy. It's going to support your enzyme function. It's going to support your hydration. It's going to support your detox pathways. And then, like I said, it's going to bind and move those toxins out. So your liver is not working alone. This is Lucille's sidekick here. This is Franny Fulvic. She's coming in. She's going to help Lucy liver detox all of this stuff out of your body. And Lucy's going to be like, girl, you should have been around here a long time ago because I've needed you in my detox protocol. So this is what keeps the cleanse from wiping you out right here. It's going to be that mineral replacement, but fulvic also is going to increase the electrolytes. It's going to increase the oxygen. It's going to help restore that gut flora. Fulvic is just one of those things that you just really need to have every day. So that is, I love my fulvic. Then we have our HEPA detox. So HEPA detox is an essential oil. Let's see. Absolutely, because we don't forget BSO as well, right? Well, that's coming up. That's coming up. And yes, I'll get to liquid and fulvic. Remind me when I'm done. I won't lose. See, there we go. I opened up chat and I went all squirrel on comments. So third piece here in all of this is going to be HEPA detox, and this is where we support your liver. So this is the one holding it up, saying this is the Sophie Cunningham to the Caitlin Clark. Okay, this is the HEPA detox coming in. It's a synergistic essential oil blend that you apply right over your liver or to the liver points at the bottom of your feet. Both of them are great. I've used this in my baths. I'll put fulvic Epsom or magnesium flakes, fulvic powder, and HEPA detox into a bowl. And then I'll put that in some warm bath water and I'll soak just about every night. And if I don't soak in the tub, I will soak my feet to help pull more of those toxins out. So HEPA is going to be something that you can rub over your liver. You can soak in it. Some people even put that in their lemon shot in the morning, which is lemon juice and olive oil with a little bit of cayenne and a couple drops of HEPA detox and shoot that down in the morning, wake that liver up and say, come on, Loretta, it is time to go, girl. So the standout in this right here is going to be the lemon that we just talked about. And so lemon, because citrus brings limonene to which supports your liver's deeper detox pathways, this step right here is the finishes. It's going to neutralize that waste so it can safely leave. The peppermint that is in here supports that gentle digestion and flow. So while everything else is working on the inside, this is you giving your liver a little hands-on support from the outside. So this is gentle detox, happy digestion, and then balanced microbes. And this right here, I'm actually got some in my glass right here. Vitality is something I drink about a half a gallon of a day. I make this a gallon at a time, and I actually have to put a new batch out tonight. I'll do it actually tomorrow. I have enough to get me through tomorrow. So this is the Vitality, and I love this one, but I want to be clear. This is a tea you brew, not a bottle, okay? It is a loose leaf tea. You have to let it sit for 12 hours overnight so all the constituents of the plants and herbs can kind of incorporate into the water, and then you strain it into a pitcher and top it off. So the directions give you 4 cups. But like I said, I drink a half a gallon of this a day, so I make mine by the gallon. And during the next couple of weeks, I've got some posts scheduled out for the liver cleanse. And I will, in one of those, I will have the directions on how to make this by the gallon for all of you. So with this here, it's a delicious organic herbal tea, and it is the exit strategy. We talked about the exit, right? This is something you can drink every day that's going to help keep those exit pathways open so your liver doesn't have to work so hard and those chemicals don't get reabsorbed. And this is going to work on your colon and your lymph and the waste that just gets reabsorbed. So Vitality is going to gently support your elimination pathways. You will urinate more, but it's not going to make you like have a bowel movement more often typically than normal unless you struggle in that area first. There could be an adjustment period once your body is like, okay, I don't know if I can let go of this yet because I don't know if she's going to give me more stuff that's garbage. But then you start doing it, you become consistent with how you treat your body. It's going to say, okay, we can get back into a natural rhythm now so I can stay healthy. That's your body talking from the inside out. So it's going to help with the occasional bloating. It encourages a healthy, regular flow, and it's packed with organic botanicals like the green tea, the matcha, the oolong, and you brew it, you sip it, and you make sure that as your liver lets go, the waste is actually leaving. Then we come to the black seed oil. This is actually a free product within the Liver Cleanse kit. So everything I've talked about up until this point when I'm covering the products is the actual Liver Cleanse kit. But with this one, you're getting a free bottle of black seed oil with that kit. So this is the reason. So black seed oil has been used for thousands of years. I don't know. I know we have some guests on the call tonight. I don't know if you're familiar with black seed oil, but if you hang around us for very long, you're going to realize how incredibly important this one little tincture is. So this is why it belongs in the cleanse too. So when you move those stored toxins, you're going to create little bursts of oxidative stress. And this helps buffer that so that your 3 days stay pretty comfortable. So it's going to support your immune resilience. It's going to comfort and balance your breathing and your gut. And it is your protector while you release. And it is your bridge from the cleanse to everyday care. So this is Nature's Seed, a timeless support, which I just love that. So these work together. This is why these work together. Yes, 101 benefits of black seed oil. Absolutely. So this is why we're going to take a step back now. We're going to look at all of these together. We talk about synergistic a lot on the Detox Divas, and who knows what synergistic means? Drop that in the comments. Let me see who pays attention each week. So we're going to look at this whole picture, because this is not just 5 products thrown in a box. This is not, well, we've got extra of this, we're going to put this in there. We got extra of that one. This one doesn't sell very well, we're going to throw that one in there. No, this is designed with intention to make sure that your body is fully supported the entire time during this 3-day liver detox. This is also a kit that you could take on a daily basis, just at the daily recommended serving size versus the intense 3-day liver cleanse. So if you've ever been a heavy drinker like I was, this is something that I pretty much take every day, along with Soul Superfood, which is another product that we carry that I'm nuts about. So each piece of this is going to support a specific step in your body's own detox process. It's got the liver support. It opens the way and gets your detox pathways moving. It's got the fulvic, which is going to restore those trace minerals and hydration your cells need, while also escorting the party crashers, the chemicals and things out. It has the HEPA detox, which is the external support and helps support the liver directly. And then we've got the vitality, which supports the gentle elimination, so the waste actually leaves. Isn't that just absolutely brilliant? Then we come in and we take that black seed oil to protect you and your immune system while your body is fighting to let go. Remember, your body has to feel safe enough to let go of some of this stuff, because if it doesn't feel safe, it's going to store it in the visceral fat in your body. But that black seed oil comes in to help protect that immune system so that everything else can work better together. Okay. This is all in harmony, all synergistically with your body. And that's how you open the way. You support that liver, you release what's not serving you, and you rebuild from the inside out. That's 5 pieces in one system. And here is where it gets really fun. So that's the liver cleanse, right? So that's the liver cleanse protocol that we're going to be starting on July 28th. Let me get a drink real quick. So we're going to do 3 days, July 28th. I will have steps coming up for you in the wellness community on how to do this. And so that, because my goal is to make sure that you go through this. You might have a little bit of a headache. You might have a little bit of fogginess. You will probably have some emotional release as well, especially if you've endured any type of trauma in your life like I have. That liver is going to start releasing some of that too, because your body is going to feel supported enough to let go of some of that trauma that no longer serves who you're supposed to be, because some of that trauma holds you back, and you just don't deserve that, my friend. So each one of these is a very important part. The black seed oil, Christmas in July, started yesterday, y'all. So here's my favorite kit. You can add this onto your liver cleanse. Your immune system is going to be protected through the seasonal sickness season, which starts about 3 weeks after school gets back in session, right? Kids get back to school, everybody starts passing germs around that they're not used to. The parents get it, the parents take it to work, pass it to coworkers. Coworkers have a family gathering, they give it to the in-laws. The in-laws get it, they give it to the grandparents, and then you've got everybody getting sick between September and Christmas. Black seed oil is your superhero protective cape that you take during that sickness season. So you can buy 3 bottles and get 1 free. But the cool thing is that's a normal pack. Christmas in July, you're getting that pack and they're going to double it. So you're getting 8 bottles. Let me hear it in the chat. Who's excited about that? You're getting 8 bottles for the price of 3 bottles. in that black seed oil kit. And then we have the Slimmer Love Box, and that is, you'll have to look at that. I did not mean to put my links in there. Sorry about that, you guys. Slimmer Love Box is going to be, it's got the original Slimmer formula in there. And it has the cocoa blue in there. I will put the graphic for that with the video so you guys can see what's really in there. And then the Vault collection. So if you get that liver cleanse kit, Ruthie's getting 16 bottles. That a girl. You'll be safe for a while. And knowing Ruthie, she gives a lot of them away. So she gets those 16 bottles, maybe uses 4 for herself, and then that's just Coach Ruthie. So the Vault is going to be a bottle of Breathe essential oil and a nasal inhaler that's made with organic essential oils called Sinus Soothe. And so that's the allergy duo. And so if you know anyone that has seasonal sniffles or anything like that, Breathe is going to open up those breathing pathways. The Sinus Soothe, you guys, if you travel on an airplane and your ears clog up and you get that headache from the cabin pressure change, the Sinus Soothe before you take off is going to open that up. My husband is thank you, Coach Marcus, Slimmer Vitality Tone Lotion, love Tone Lotion, Fact Detox Aroma Stick, great Slimmer Oil, Cocoa Blue 7-day trial, and a 32-ounce water bottle. So that Sinus Soothe is going to help with the cabin pressure change. It's going to just open up those pathways so you don't experience that discomfort. So here is the full liver cleanse. We start July 28, 29, and 30. Those are your dates. International couples or people, customers, the July 8th is going to be your cutoff date for ordering. We don't want you to get that late. We want to make sure that you can start with the rest of the group. Domestic, I would say probably July 22nd. We start on the 28th, so there's a weekend in there too. That's probably not like pushing the envelope for, no pun intended. But you could probably go a day or two extra on that July 22nd, but I would try to make that your cutoff date, especially if you're talking to customers. Make sure that your customers know those cutoff dates, that we've got to get those orders in. So we will be celebrating in the group. We are going to do this together. You're going to get guidance, you're going to get support, and I guarantee you that you are going to get results, because I've not had anyone go through this. Actually, let me take that back. I have had a couple people go through this detox and they did not feel anything. I said, okay, we're going to do it again in 3 weeks. We did it in 3 weeks. They had some mild detox symptoms and they felt so much better. Thank you, Coach Marcus. They felt so much better after those 3 days. They had to get those detox pathways open. The body had to start to trust the person again. Your body goes into protective mode to protect the person. But if the person is not in protective mode of the body's going to hold on to things that are not good for it. Just try to protect you. I know it's a circle. So that is what I have for tonight. As always, I completely am so honored that I get to spend this time with you guys. I'm so honored that you chose me to spend your Thursday nights with. And I'm just so grateful that you guys showed up tonight. So with that, I am going to go ahead and get this recording stopped. If you have any questions, go ahead and message me later. But if someone has shared this with you, please get back to that person. Don't reach out to me personally. The person that shared this with you is the one that you're going to be talking to when it comes to the liver cleanse. So you guys have a fantastic night and I appreciate you. Have a great night. Bye-bye, everyone.